a little over an hour's drive from Denver is Grand County, and with it comes many great golf experiences. We're here at Grand Elk Golf Club with head professional Mike Ritter. Mike, thanks for joining us. You've got a fabulous golf club here. This is actually the second time we've been here to visit Grand Elk. The first time a couple years ago when it was brand new. It's come a long way since then.
Thanks.
Tell us a little bit about the area that we're in here.
Well, we're just outside of the town of Granby. We're kind of down in, it's called the Banana Belt. The folks around here call it the Banana Belt. Get a lot of sun, a little less snow than up by the Winter Park ski area and so forth. Down in a natural rolling terrain. The course is a Heathland style course. We'll talk about a little bit more about that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But we're glad you're back and looking forward to playing today.
You're going to show us around today. Give us a little tour. I'm going to let you lead us off here on the first hole. So
Okay.
Why don't you show us the way?
Sounds great.
It's going to work.
Sneak by there. Oh, get out. It's
All right. Let's go hit it.
All right.
Mike, we've gotten off to kind of a fun start here. Par 5, par 3. Make a couple birdies in the first few holes.
You can try. You can try. As you can see, there's a fair amount of undulation to these greens.
Yeah, there is. Now, Craig Stadler and Trip Davis designed the golf course, correct?
Correct.
Tell me a little bit about what they had in mind here.
Well, the course, they call it a Heathland style course. It's not a links course like you'd find in Scotland because we're not by the ocean and we don't have sand dunes. It's designed to be reminiscent of the courses in Scotland at the base of their mountains. Kind of gently rolling terrain, and the course follows the contours of the land. Didn't move a lot of dirt here. And so some of the greens are more undulating than others because that's the setting, you know, that they found the green site in.
That was here originally.
Exactly.
That's great. Knock it in. Caught a little bit of the lip. Well done. A lot more break there than I thought.
These first couple greens have a little more undulation than you think at first.
Sure. Yeah, this one's pretty good from the left side here.
You want to be on the other side if you can.
You know, Mike, when you drive up to this golf course, you don't really get a true sense of how much undulation there really is to the golf course. When you get down on the holes, you know, it really kind of settles down in and you get to see the view of the mountains. It's just beautiful.
Thanks. When you stand at the clubhouse and look out, you don't get the full feeling of it until you're out here. And then your eyes drawn to the mountains, and it's beautiful out here.
It is. Yeah. This is a great par 3 that we're on here.
This is a tough par 3.
We don't have any wind today, but I understand this is a bear in the prevailing wind.
Absolutely, especially you get back on the tips, and it takes everything you got. Obviously the safe bailouts to the left to avoid the water, but sometimes even that's hard to hit when the wind's blowing.
I'm sure. You've got a lot of variety in the par 3s here.
We do. Anywhere from 125 yards up to this is 240 from the tips.
It's a test.
Yep, absolutely.
That's good though. It's nice to not have to pull out the same club every single time you walk up to a par 3.
Exactly. They're all very different in character. Each one of them's its own.
Requires a different shot.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Well, knock
let's see
it
if I got this one, huh?
That's right.
Oh, go in the hole.
I would say you've got it. That looks great. Oh, nicely done.
Thanks.
Great shot.
Thank you.
Mike, I'm really enjoying the green complexes here. The greens themselves don't have a lot of shelving in them, but they do have some real subtle undulations and ridge lines that you have to pay attention to.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the other nice thing about them is you get to play a lot of variety of shots here. There are a lot of kind of closely mown areas that you can putt out of if you want to,
Which is
or chip
great.
out of.
Yeah.
Again, that Scottish feel to it.
How about the speed of the greens? Today they're beautiful. They're rolling so smoothly, and you know the speed is great. What do they typically run at?
Well, even a little faster than this. We've had a lot of rain lately, so they even get going a little faster than this. By another couple weeks, they'll be upwards of 11.
You need to be on the right side of the ridge lines.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The size isn't too overwhelming either to me. You know, they're not huge greens, but they're not small greens.
Well, and again, there's a variety based on, for instance, this green is relatively large, but it's a difficult target to hit.
Right, right. Okay, I'm gonna just try to get mine out of the way, and then you can make your birdie.
All right.
How's that sound?
Good plan.
Oh, I didn't hit it.
Looks like it's a little more downhill than it is.
All right, knock that in.
Turn.
No. Well,
From a hole-in-one to a par. How do you
that's
get
right.
to go that far?
Golf is so cruel.
It is.
It's still a nice par. Well, we've just made the turn here at Grand Elk, and passing by the clubhouse, you've got a very nice facility there.
Oh, we do. It's that's actually the pool clubhouse. There'll be a larger clubhouse to follow, but as you saw, they were digging the pool right at the moment.
They are, yeah.
And but we've got a great restaurant in there, run by the Untamed Steakhouse out of Winter Park.
That's great.
Full pro shop and a nice club room downstairs for the members, and locker rooms, full locker rooms and showers and so forth down there.
Now, it's really part of an entire club concept when you're a homeowner here at Grand Elk, which is a fabulous concept. Tell me more about that.
Well, not only do you have membership at the golf course, but we also have a marina up on Lake Granby, and the members have use of that. Pontoon boats, and eventually there'll be townhomes and so forth up there eventually. We also have the Alpine Club up at the ski area. Everybody who's a homeowner gets seasons passes to either Sol Vista or to Winter Park ski area, and the Alpine Club up there, it's ski in, ski out access. They can leave their gear there and get snacks and drinks and continental breakfast and relax and watch TV and check the internet and everything you could want to do up there.
It's wonderful.
Very popular during
It's
the winter.
really a community that you can use all year long.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
wonderful. Okay,
Absolutely.
well, this is a tough little hole here that we've got in front of us.
It is, it is. Kind of a blind shot off the tee here, and don't go right.
Okay. That's perfect.
That's about right.
All right. Grand County really has so much to offer, both winter and summer.
It really does. You know, I originally moved here for the winters, but I stayed for the summers. There's so much to do up here. There's, you know, it's renowned for the mountain biking and the hiking. We've got the great trout fishing in the rivers. We've got the three lakes, Grand Lake and Lake Granby and Shadow Mountain Reservoir. And now great golf too.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's very rare to find communities in the mountains that have great water activities. That's what makes this such a rare treat.
Now, the other big thing about Grand County is that it's very family oriented. It's a great place to come on vacation. It's an easy drive. You know, you fly into DIA, it's an easy drive up here. It's easy for people on the Front Range to get here too.
Yeah, great destination if you want to come skiing or do a summer vacation.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, well, let's talk about this hole. This is one of supposedly 2 reachable par 4s.
It's the only one I know of that's reachable. Short par 4, high risk reward here. You got to hit it straight. It's easy to reach it, but there's not much room up there if you miss it. So.
Okay, well, you're going for it, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be a little short, but it'll play.
Yeah.
Chip and a putt.
Chip and a putt. Chip and one putt.
There you go. Oop. Nice shot.
Thank you. I'll take it.
The wind picked up a little bit there on you.
You know, I'm noticing a lot more water on the backside of this golf course.
There is. Again, Tripp and Craig Statler used the terrain as it was. This side's a little flatter, but then we have wetlands, and we've actually got a full lake here. There's a lot more water on this side, and the native grass and the wetland areas come into play much more on this side. There are a few more forced carries on this side. The bunker, I think the know, the contours of the green sites and the bunkering remain consistent, and the feel is similar. But
Absolutely.
the 2.9s are a little different.
He uses the bunkers very well to just define your areas as target bunkers.
Exactly. A lot of them are really more target bunkers than they are hazards to deal with.
Right.
You know, back on number 3, for instance, you're using that bunker to measure where to hit to.
Right. Now with the tees, it seems as though as you go further back on the tee boxes, the back tees, you have a lot more carries. However, as you move forward into these shorter tees, you don't have as much of those carries.
Right, right. Yeah, the tees range all the way from 7,200 yards down to 5,100 yards on the front boxes. So there's a distance for everybody.
That's great.
Even on a hole like this, you know, you've got, even though you've got water and so forth, you do have bailout areas here. If you don't hit the green, you're still going to probably have a good shot and a good chance to make a par.
Right. Now these wetland areas, you don't want your patrons tromping around in there, correct?
Right. We've got those marked. We've got those marked environmentally sensitive areas, and we have a lot of wildlife out here, and that's where they live. So
absolutely, and it's beautiful to see. So you don't really want to mess that up.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, it's your turn.
All right. I don't know if I can top that.
Well, I bet you can. That'll do the trick.
I think so.
All right. Let's see if we can make any birdies.
Good shot.
All right.
So Eric, as you can see on this hole, it's a reachable par 5, fairly straightforward until you get to the green. The defense on this hole is all in the green complex with the undulations and the bunkering, and that's true of a lot of the holes on the course. If it's a difficult green to hit, then the green's relatively straightforward and simple. But if you can get there, you're going to work up around the green.
I guess that's the reward, huh?
Exactly.
Well, the bunkers are definitely something on this hole that are not a lot of fun to be in.
Nope, not at all.
Get on in there.
Ah.
Well, it's still a good birdie.
Thanks.
At least you knocked yours on in 2. Ah. Mike, thank you so much.
Oh, thanks. It's been a pleasure.
This has been a great experience.
Thanks.
Before we go, tell our viewers how to access the golf course.
Well, sure. They can, of course, go to www.grandelk.com. Everybody's got one of those these days.
Yep.
They can get a hold of us at 970-887-9122. We take tee time 7 days in advance, and as you saw, the course is in great shape, so we'd love to have everybody come out and play.
It is, and this is truly a great destination, both summer and winter. So easy to get to, fly right into Denver, a little over an hour away. It's one of those places that you got to come see.
Thanks. We appreciate it.
Well, let's go have some lunch.
Absolutely.
All right.
Sounds like a great idea.